How's it going, everybody? My name is Deshaun Williams, and today I wanted to do something a little bit different. Me and my fiance have been working at home for a while for this whole pandemic that's been going on, and I know a lot of people out there has probably have done the same. They had to change their workload from doing stuff in the office and everything, and had to make it work for home. Even some workers have been given computers, desktops, or they're already working home, so they use VPNs and everything. They kind of get their work done and kind of just keep going through everything. So like I said, me and my fiance have been doing the same thing, and I thought I'd spend this time with us together to look at our setups and how we're kind of doing work and everything through all this times. Just a little fun video, just seeing like how people's setups look. Alright, so here we are at the office. This is the second bedroom that we got for an apartment. We kind of just converted it so that way we can have kind of more of an office space, open place to put the computer and everything. And right now is probably the best time to have one with everything that we had done. So if you kind of see behind me right here, this is kind of like my desk setup. Some of y'all have probably seen the computer from the video I did before. It's just one of the things that have actually been lasting the longest. Parts have been good, LED lights have been good, have not had any issue with the computer, so I've been happy that the build that I did myself actually came out to be really good. Here I got it pretty much on one of the IKEA desk or tabletop boards and stuff. I got it at I think the 96-inch one, so have kind of like the Alex drawers kind of standing up and everything, give it a kind of clean look and stuff. And then I make it unclean by kind of adding all this extra stuff. Got my one monitor, 4K 30 hertz or 60 hertz I think now. Got myself the keyboard. So this keyboard, I think it's the Corsair K95 Platinum. Been working out really good for me. I do like the kind of clickety clacks and everything, and it helps me actually type a little bit better. Maybe not the fastest, but I do like typing on it. It's really enjoyable and stuff. Mouse, I have other mouses. I just use this one to kind of go with the rest of the setup and all the colors to be uniform, since pretty much everything kind of works on the same kind of color program except for like everything internal here. I actually have everything in here works with ASUS, get it all the single color, and then I change everything else around it to be different colors. Here, using the Steam Deck, I actually use the Steam Deck for video editing and stuff, so I actually map out all of this to my short keys for Premiere. That way I can just kind of hit the buttons to do a lot of the stuff rather than the keys. And so anytime I add even more keystrokes or more shortcuts, I can actually kind of do work a little bit faster and stuff. So it works out pretty well. And then of course, I'm using these headphones for now. They're one of my favorite headphones that I've been using, but I'm letting my fiance use the other pair, which you'll see in a minute. And then speakers, you got cloud, pretty much everything that you need. Using the Google Mesh as my internet, works out pretty well. Kind of want to upgrade it to the newest one, but I'll get there. Right now, this is pretty much it. I actually use a different computer for work. I use this when I can, if I want to do work stuff, but I use a slightly different computer. So here, just to kind of see, got me the Surface Laptop 3 is what I'm using for my actual work computer. Been loving it, just recently got it. Just nice to have something really light, really thin, looks nice, got it in black. So it's actually great to look at, but been really enjoying it so far, and it's kind of been my go-to for all the work and stuff I've been having to do. So we kind of go over here. I think this is probably more the fun side, because we had to kind of put my fiance stuff together, because in her case, she didn't have everything and she only got what her work gave her, so we had to improvise on a lot of the other stuff. So as you see here, she got the dual monitor set up. Her job only gave her the basic computer stuff, the monitor, PC, keyboard and all that, but at work they normally have more than one monitor, so we actually got one of our TVs that we had laying around, was able to get a DVI to HDMI converter, and I kind of just slapped it on there so that way she could use that for a second monitor. She has enough space to use for a third monitor, but she didn't want to go that crazy, so maybe next time I'll try and convince her, because we got another TV, so might as well use it. And then we did switch out the keyboard. This was the Razer, I think, Orgnata RGB. I think that's the one. This is kind of like the second keyboard I had just in case, my other keyboard wasn't going well and stuff. And her old keyboard and her old mouse, I just replaced them with the stuff that we had. It works out better, looks a nicer. And I think the way that it types, I think it allows you to type a little bit faster. And for her, when she's on calls and everything, she just needs that, that speed. Then of course they gave her this headset, which after a while she said it started hurting her and stuff. So I gave her my headset, that way she could talk to people. It actually works good for the calls. You can actually use it wirelessly, so it's nice that she can get up and walk around and still talk to people. Works out really good. I think she even said that some people heard her better when they were on the phone call, so it obviously made a difference between that, which is weird because these headsets are normally more expensive if you try to buy this outside yourself. Your work doesn't give that to you. So I used to have those as my old ones when I first started at my company. So one of those things that we had to change, but that was just one of the big improvements that she had. So she's been able to at least kind of work at the same capacity somewhat as her old job. Of course, she had to learn what a VPN and everything else was, but she was able to actually get through a lot of stuff. And her desk is kind of the same as mine. She is using the actual IKEA L desk with just the 2 single Alex drawers and the medium or the middle pole and stuff. This is something kind of used as, she doesn't really need all that much, and once she goes back to work, she has to return some of the stuff. A lot of this will be used for a lot of other stuff that she wants to do, but that's what she has it right now. We put the printer on her side over there so that way she can use it if she needed to, but she hasn't had a need for it, so we've been able to save money on printer ink. And then the last one, which is actually kind of like the dog sitting area. I finally got this cleaned off without everything on it. And now that, my fiance is in the room doing a lot of her work, the dog just kind of wants to be around, sit there. So he'll actually sit on here and look out the window and kind of look at everybody going around and stuff. He just enjoys doing that. So he'll just lay on this for the longest time until he just wants to move around, and then he'll just get up and go about his business. And with that, probably maybe not the best kind of way to look at the office and everything, maybe not the best setup, but we just kind of wanted to share kind of what our setup was, how we're kind of getting through it, how we're doing our work and everything. And if you have anything that you're doing for work, something like this, you had to kind of rearrange stuff so that way you can have a better work environment at work, send me a picture, show me what you're dealing with. And I'm kind of interested to see how other people's kind of whole setup is and how they're doing it, or did they do some crazy things. I know some coworkers had to provision old laptops in order to work at home and stuff, because not every company can send stuff. So it's been something that's been pretty cool to see, and see how people are trying to solve this issue themselves. But that be it for me. Hopefully this video was fun. If you want me to do more videos like this, more just kind of chillax ones, I kind of want to do one of the studio area once I kind of get it finished. As you can see in the videos, I've been actually working on it a little bit since we are in a different place. We got a different apartment, and I actually got a room just to do the videos in. So I've been kind of slowly working that up, and so you'll see more of that room later on. But let me know if you like this. If you did, hit the like button, share it with your friends, and hopefully anything you saw today will help you make a better, more informed decision tomorrow. Take care.